Today our topic is the role of self-control in Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life, no matter what happens around us. It is not about being emotionless or cold, but about understanding what we can control and what we cannot. One of the most important ideas in Stoicism is self-control. Self-control means being able to manage your thoughts, emotions, and actions, even when life is difficult. It is about not letting external events or other people decide how you feel or act. Instead, you take charge of your own mind and stay calm and focused, no matter what happens. Stoicism teaches us that the only thing we truly control is our own mind. We cannot control the weather, other people's opinions, or even many of the events that happen in our lives. But we can control how we respond to these things. This is where self-control comes in. It is like a muscle that we can strengthen over time. The more we practice self-control, the better we become at handling challenges and staying peaceful inside. The Stoics believe that self-control is the key to freedom. When you have self-control, you are not a slave to your emotions or desires. You are free to choose how you want to live your life, even in difficult situations. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are stuck in traffic. You cannot control the traffic, but you can control how you react to it. If you get angry or frustrated, you will only make yourself feel worse. But if you use self-control and stay calm, you can use the time to think, listen to music, or just relax. This is a small example, but it shows how self-control can make a big difference in your life. The Stoics believe that every moment is an opportunity to practice self-control. Whether you are dealing with a small annoyance like traffic or a big problem like losing your job, you can always choose how you respond. Self-control is also important because it helps us make better decisions. When we let our emotions take over, we often do things we later regret. For example, if someone insults you and you react with anger, you might say something hurtful that you cannot take back. But if you use self-control and stay calm, you can respond in a way that is wise and thoughtful. The Stoics believe that self-control is not just about avoiding bad behavior, but about choosing the best behavior in every situation. It is about acting with wisdom, courage, and kindness, even when it is hard. Another important idea in Stoicism is that self-control helps us focus on what really matters in life. Many people spend their time chasing things that are not important, like money, fame, or material possessions. But the Stoics believe that these things do not bring true happiness. What really matters is how we live our lives and how we treat others. Self-control helps us stay focused on these important things. It helps us avoid distractions and stay true to our values. For example, if you value honesty, self-control will help you resist the temptation to lie, even if it might benefit you in the short term. If you value kindness, self-control will help you be patient and understanding, even when others are difficult. The Stoics also believe that self-control is closely connected to virtue. Virtue means living a good and moral life. The Stoics thought that the only true good in life is virtue, and the only true evil is vice or bad behavior. Everything else, like health, wealth, or reputation, is neither good nor bad. It is neutral. What matters is how we use these things. For example, money is not good or bad by itself. It is how we use money that matters. If we use it wisely and generously, it can be a tool for good. But if we use it selfishly or wastefully, it can lead to harm. Self-control helps us use everything in our lives in a virtuous way. It helps us make choices that are good for ourselves and for others. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This is a powerful idea. It means that no matter what happens to us, we always have the power to choose our attitude and actions. This is the essence of self-control. It is about taking responsibility for our own lives and not blaming others or external events for our problems. When we practice self-control, we become the masters of our own destiny. We stop being victims of circumstance and start being creators of our own happiness. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor, also wrote about the importance of self-control. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Marcus Aurelius faced many challenges in his life, including wars, political conflicts, and personal losses. But he always tried to practice self-control and stay focused on what he could control. He understood that the only way to find peace and strength is by mastering your own mind. This is a lesson that we can all learn from. No matter what challenges we face in life, we can always find strength by practicing self-control and staying true to our values. Self-control is not easy, especially in today's world. We are constantly bombarded with distractions and temptations. It is easy to lose focus and let our emotions take over. But the Stoics believe that self-control is a skill that we can develop with practice. Just like an athlete trains their body, we can train our minds to be stronger and more disciplined. One way to do this is by setting small goals and practicing self-control in everyday situations. For example, you can practice staying calm when someone cuts you off in traffic, or resisting the urge to check your phone when you are trying to focus on something important. Over time, these small practices will help you build the habit of self-control. Another way to practice self-control is by reflecting on your actions and decisions. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-reflection. At the end of each day, you can ask yourself questions like, did I act with self-control today? Did I stay true to my values? Did I let my emotions take over in any situation? By reflecting on your behavior, you can learn from your mistakes and become better at self-control. This is not about being hard on yourself, but about learning and growing. The Stoics believe that self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and self-control is one of the most important skills to develop on this journey. In conclusion, self-control is a central idea in Stoicism. It is about taking charge of your own mind and staying calm and focused, no matter what happens in life. Self-control helps us make better decisions, stay true to our values, and live a virtuous life. It is not always easy, but it is a skill that we can develop with practice. By practicing self-control, we can find freedom, strength, and peace, even in the most difficult situations. The Stoics believe that self-control is the key to a good life, and this is a lesson that is still relevant today. No matter what challenges we face, we always have the power to choose how we respond. And when we choose self-control, we choose a life of wisdom, courage, and virtue.